Hey, quick question before we dive in. Have you ever said something to a woman that instantly lit up her eyes? That moment where you can literally see her interest in you shoot through the roof. I'm about to share something that completely transformed my dating life. Last year, I was at a bar, talking to this stunning woman who looked like she'd rather be anywhere else. I was bombing hard. You probably know that exact feeling. Then, out of nowhere, I said just one simple thing, and everything shifted. Her body language changed. She leaned in, and we ended up talking for 3 more hours. What did I say? Stick around, because I'm going to tell you. Here's the truth. Younger women respond in powerful ways to specific things men say not. Corny pickup lines, but sincere, real statements that spark actual connection. And what's crazy is, most women won't ever admit that these words matter to them. Today, I'm breaking down 6 things younger women love hearing but would never actually tell you they want to hear. This isn't about manipulation. It's about tuning into what builds real attraction and genuine rapport. The first is, I. Notice that about you? It's a powerful way to show a woman that you're actually paying attention, not just to her appearance, but to the subtle, meaningful details that make her unique. In a world where most guys give surface-level compliments, or clearly want something, being seen on a deeper level is rare and valuable. Instead of saying, "You're beautiful," which she's probably heard 1,000 times. Try something like, "I noticed how animated you get when you talk about your photography," or "I saw how you made sure everyone at the table had water before eating." That's really thoughtful. These aren't basic compliments, they're moments of recognition. I once told a woman, "You always twist your hair when you're deep in thought." "I've noticed that." Her response, pure surprise, followed by a huge smile. "No one's ever picked up on that," she said. It works because younger women are still defining who they are. When you acknowledge something tied to their identity or values, you're saying, "You matter, I see you." But the key here is honesty. Don't fake it. Notice something real or don't say anything at all. The second phrase is, "That's a really good point. I hadn't thought about it that way." Younger women crave intellectual validation more than people realize. Many of them have had their ideas dismissed or brushed aside, especially by older men. So when you genuinely acknowledge their insight, it feels refreshing. I once talked with a woman about a book we'd both read, and she shared an interpretation I hadn't considered. I paused, and instead of defending my own view, I said, "That's actually a really good point. I hadn't looked at it like that." The moment I said it, her whole demeanor softened, and the conversation deepened. This isn't about agreeing. Just to impress her, it's about being confident enough to recognize value in someone else's thinking. Try saying, "That's a new angle. I never saw it like that," or "You just made me reconsider my perspective." It shows you respect her mind, and that kind of respect is rare and deeply attractive. The third phrase is, "I respect how you handled that." Everyone wants respect, but when a younger woman hears you specifically admire how she dealt with a situation, it hits differently. Because, let's be honest, many younger women feel like they constantly have to prove themselves. So when you recognize her actions, how she set boundaries, handled stress, made a tough decision, it validates her ability and judgment. I saw this firsthand when a woman I was with calmly shut down a pushy salesperson. I said, "I really respect the way you handled that, assertive, but not rude." She smiled and said, "Thanks for noticing." Most guys either step in or stay silent. That's the power of this phrase. It says, "I see your strength, and I admire it." You're acknowledging her choices, not praising her for pleasing you, but for standing strong in who she is. Next up is, "I'm really enjoying our conversation." In a world of constant distractions, this kind of presence is rare. Younger women are used to guys who are half there checking their phones, glancing around the room, barely listening. So when you say, "I'm really enjoying talking with you," you're saying, "I'm here. You matter to me. This moment matters. I once met a woman named Sarah at a party, and we just clicked. After half an hour, I said, I have too. Same, really enjoying this. It's one of the best conversations I've had in a while. She instantly relaxed and leaned in. Later, she told me, when you said that, I could tell you were actually listening. It's not a line. It's just truth. And when it's said at the right moment, it creates a deep sense of connection. Fifth is, I admire your ambition. If you want to connect deeply with a younger woman, acknowledge her goals, but don't be vague, be specific. Show that you understand what drives her, and that you genuinely respect it. Many younger women have heard people dismiss their dreams. They've been told to be more realistic or traditional. So when you say, I admire what you're building, it positions you as someone who believes in her. I told a woman once, building your own business while holding a full-time job takes serious strength. Really admire that. Her response, most guys get weird when I talk about my plans. You don't have to solve anything or give advice. Just admire her effort. Whether she's pursuing a degree, starting a project, or juggling multiple responsibilities. Your respect makes you stand out. And finally, you made me think differently about that. This might be the most powerful of all. It tells her that she's had a genuine impact, not just emotionally, but intellectually. Most of the time, men are seen as the ones influencing the conversation. But when you flip the script and say, you shifted how I see this, it builds real mutual respect. One woman told me how she structures one-on-one time with her friends instead of just group hangouts. A week later, I told her, that actually changed how I think about friendships. Siv started doing more one-on-one time too. Her face lit up. That's probably the best compliment I've ever gotten, she said. This works best when it's specific. Don't just say, you gave me something to think about. Say what she influenced, and how. It shows that her voice mattered, that she left a mark on you, and that's incredibly powerful. So, to recap, I noticed that about you. Shows you see the details that make her special. That's a really good point. Validates her mind. I respect how you handled that. Acknowledges her strength. I'm really enjoying our conversation. Values the connection in the moment. I admire your ambition. Recognizes her drive. You made me think differently about that. Proves she influenced you. These phrases all do one thing. They recognize her as a full, dynamic person. Not just someone to impress or pursue it. Someone with value, insight, and impact. None of this works if you're faking it. These words only mean something if they're true. The real secret. Pay attention, be present, and let her know she matters. And that phrase I mentioned at the very beginning, the one that completely changed that conversation at the bar. It was simple. You've got a really interesting perspective on that. It's making me rethink my own view. Her reaction said it all. No one had ever acknowledged her thoughts that way. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments, have you tried any of these? What happened? I'd love to hear your stories. And remember, the most attractive thing isn't your looks or your status. It's your ability to truly see someone and show them that they matter. See you in the next one.